What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. This is just going to be a quick little update video about the update coming to the game in the next few days. So we're just going to go over everything. And just bugs they're going to be fixing and stuff that's going to be added. So let's just take a look at what's going to be happening. So we deeply apologize for those who have been having trouble with the game. Please see the image below for update details. We're still identifying and solving other bugs. Thank you for your patience and for supporting Tales of Crestoria. So before we get into this, I do want to say, I'm sure a lot of people have said this, since the game has been out, with all the bugs, why did they release it this way? And the simple fact of the matter is, it's been delayed too many times. And if it got delayed again so they could fix what they're fixing now, the game would have never gotten off the ground and no one would have ended up playing it. People were already done with waiting. It got announced way too early. And it was just kind of how it is. So instead of delaying it again until like October, November, they just decided to release it and then have the work on the stuff as it's been going along. So that's the simple part of it. But let's go over what's being fixed. And then, of course, you get people down here who aren't even reading the notice because please fix the raid crashes. The game, yeah, it's like it's in here if you read the notice. Okay, so about version 1.0.4, within the next few days, we are planning to release this version to fix bugs that will be fixed. Changing the in-game time zone settings to certain regions changes the opening times of the refinement quests to make them inaccessible. So I guess the issue is like the people who were changing their time zone was like messing it up for everybody, I guess. So I guess this bug is supposed to fix it. So during the correct hours, so 4 p.m. Eastern, which is when the game does its reset, until 4 p.m. the following day, the quests that are there should be open at all times, is how I'm seeing it anyway. So, if one day it's for the power-up missions, it's light, dark, and earth. I don't remember the actual pairings, but let's just say it's those three. Those three should be open for those 24 hours for us to farm, but instead we've had this case of, from 4 p.m. until like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's closed and it doesn't let you access it unless you do that little workaround where you go into your actual items, you click on the actual specific bottle or item that comes from that quest, and then you can loophole your way into it. But it's just supposed to be open. Second thing, if there is interrupted raid data, an error occurs which does not allow the raid to be resumed as usual. So you might get this thing where you start a raid, you start attacking for a minute or two, and let's say your game crashes, or like me, this happens a lot. If I'm going from playing the game, which I shouldn't be doing a raid with this anyway, but sometimes I just can't be helped. I have to take my dog out or something. I will walk outside, and, my phone... I think it's just a phone thing. It like, as long as it traces a little bit of your Wi-Fi, it'll try to stay connected for as long as possible. I'm literally like 50 to 100 feet away from my house, and it's still trying to say that I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, which causes me to get these errors over and over. And then sometimes I have to reboot the game, and that can be a case for this raid to not be able to be resumed. You'll just get like a black screen, and then you have to wait for it to end. I don't think I've ever had this issue, but I guess people have. A message stating the player's current BP is insufficient is appearing even when they have the required amount. I've never had this issue, but mainly I never use BP. If I'm being totally honest, I've been at 99 BP since like more or less the game began, because you rank up so fast, and joining on friends' raids or just people's raids doesn't really help you that much. You don't get the max... I'd rather just open the raid myself and get the maximum materials possible. But I guess this is an issue people run into. There are times where the arena screen does not display correctly. I've never had this issue, but it's there, so... Certain characters' overlimit gauges were not filling after using an arts that caused a stat down. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that one either, but I'm not... Oh, okay, so it's only for Rudy's acid rain. Well, I don't have her, so that explains that. We plan on fixing approximately 30 issues, including minor adjustments. So these are just the big things that they were mentioning. Okay, and here is stuff about the updates. So that was about bugs. Now we're going to talk about what's going to be coming in the game. About the 1 million downloads campaign limited time mission. There are times when some mission... Okay, so there is still more fixes. Okay. There are times when some missions for the event estate that started as of 16 o'clock on August 31st cannot be completed. We are currently working on fixing this issue. These missions will be clearable as of September 1st, Japan Standard Time, so basically tomorrow. We will be issuing compensation for all players unable to claim the rewards for clearing missions. Okay. Starting about the starting period of the limited time raid. So these raids that got pushed back. We plan to resume the limited time raids in mid-September. There will be an update on the starting date after version 1.0.4 is live. So here in a few days, we'll know when they're gonna go up. And obviously, these limited time raids are for farming your ascension boards, which is what you unlock once you get an SSR or just a unit to max level, max ascension and max level. So for SSRs, that would be level 100, and for SRs, that would be level 90. And of course, it's only for units. It's not for memorias. About other bugs, there are times when participating in a battle in the arena causes a forced exit from the game at the end of the battle. Okay, well, here's something I want them to fix. So they're just mentioning bugs. Okay, so when participating in a battle in the arena causes a forced exit from the game. So they should make it so that it doesn't automatically count as a loss, because I've had this happen to me too, where my game just crashes, and then I boot it back up, and it's just, you lost because you left. So, if the game crashes, it would be nice if, like, you know, because there is a timer on it, it would be nice if you could just hop back in and continue the fight with the time that's left. Or even better than that, just refund, if the game can read that, you know, your game crashed, maybe just give you back your arena ticket that you just used and let you try again. I don't know. At the end of battle, there are times where the screen becomes blank, making further progress impossible. We are currently investigating these issues with urgency so we can resolve them with the next update. Future updates. This was a message from the team Volume 3. We are preparing a skip function for quests and working on improving the AI for auto battles. There is the request to form a party with the same character of differing costumes is under review. So let me address the first thing first. Skip function sounds cool. I'm wondering if there's going to be an actual item we have to use for it, or if it's just going to be something, if you have the AP, you can just expend it. So if you need gold for whatever reason, you know, you log on for the day, you've got your 150 stamina or whatever. I think it costs like, for the highest one, it costs like 15 or something. So you should be able to do it 10 times. You know, you just skip it 10 times, you get all the rewards from that. But there might be some kind of like item implemented in order to do that. A lot of gacha games like to implement items for that instead of just letting you skip the mission completely. And then AI for auto battles, maybe it'll like change it so like if a boss you're fighting or an enemy you're fighting is already like super low on health, it won't waste a Mystic Art just because it's the beginning of the turn. But maybe I'm being a little too hopeful with that. And then the request to form a party with the same character. This is obviously an important thing because most characters are, you know, eventually we're going to get characters that are the same type. And if you don't have full, like, let's say you're only pulling for characters that you like. Let's say you're a super fan of Yuri Lowell, for example, and, you know, 2-3 years into the game, there are 3 Earth Yuri Lowells, and you want to run them all together. You're not going to be able to, but if they are different costumes, so if you have like a regular Yuri, if you have a Christmas outfit Yuri, and you have like a beach Yuri, which we already have, so that's not going to happen again, but or even not even the same color, even different colors, like if you just wanted to run, you know, all those characters together, like let's say you had Earth Yuri, you had Dark Yuri, and then you had like a Water Yuri. At this point in the game, you cannot run you can't even run the SSR Earth Yuri with the Dark one right now because they are the same character. But they are considering allowing us to eventually do that, which will be nice with, like I was trying to say before, if we eventually do get a character that gets the same color again, you know, being able to run them together would be nice, even if they're different outfits, because you might not have a full team of 6 of one color yet, and this game heavily relies upon using solid color teams for most of the content, besides like Arena and Phantom Tower. But that was kind of a mouthful. I think that's pretty much it. There is a attachment thing, so we can get some outfits here for our characters with the current event that's going to be going on. And then they did put a notice in the game for the upcoming event, which is going to drop on basically on the 2nd. So it'll be Tuesday night, basically. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. And it's going to be for the Tales of Innocence event with Ruka. Ruka's SSR Memoria is going to be fire. So for those of you who have characters like Stan, Luke, or Raid, it's gonna be great for. I think we have a few other fire. Oh yeah, and the new Kohaku as well. Will definitely be good for her. So you will have that Memoria to get to 100 and kind of utilize that. And then the I think the area Memoria is Earth, which makes sense because it goes with this kind of banner that we have right now. I don't know what the Ascension materials in the shop will be, but I'm hoping that they're fire. I would like to get my second fire unit up to level 100, so that'd definitely be welcomed if it was. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the update coming down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.